Hi, friends. How are you? Thank you so much for logging in once again in my channel. Today, I want us to look at this common problem in algebra. Could be given an expression as what we have here, x squared minus 3x plus 6 minus 2x. Then you are asked to factorize this expression. In most cases, of course, you may be told or not be told how to factorize it. But if you are given an expression of this nature that has 4 terms, as you can see here, each of these parts we are seeing here are referred to as terms. So this one has 4 terms. The easiest way to factorize this is by grouping. And for grouping, by grouping here we mean putting these terms into groups of 2 or into pairs. Like what we have here, we could take this and this. So those are the groups we are referring to here. And then factorization actually means finding factors. And for algebraic expressions, we factorize by introducing brackets. And how do we introduce brackets? By looking for common factors. So in this case, we look for common factors or factor in the groups that we formed. Here we have the 2 groups. So like in this first case, we have in the first group is x squared and minus 3x. So as you can see here, the common factor in this first group is actually x. Then in there will remain with x, then minus 3. Now when you're factorizing by grouping, what happens is that once you get the first bracket will be the same as the second bracket or the other bracket. So automatically what we have in the first bracket here will also be in the second bracket. I normally advise that the moment you get the first bracket, automatically write it or immediately write it the second part, and then work outwards so as to get what you need to put out here, that when you open the bracket you should be able to get back to where you came from. So like you can see here, we have x minus 3, but up there we have 6 minus 2. So we ask ourselves, what ought we to put outside the bracket so that we'll be able to have a 6 and a 2x. And you can see here, 2 becomes the positive response, so that when you open, you'll have 2x, just like we have up there, and we'll also have 6, just like we have up there. But remember, in the original case, we have a positive 6, and we have a minus 2x. So the next question will be, what sign should we put out here so that when you open, we'll get negative 2x and we get positive 6, because we are coming from this point to this point, so we ought to be able to get back when we open our bracket here. And as you can see here, the only thing that will help us get back to what we came from there is a minus. So once you write this, now the next step would be to take one of the brackets, because it's a common factor now in these two parts of this algebraic expression. So x minus 3, and then the other bracket will comprise the factors that are outside each of the 2 brackets. So we'll have x from here minus 2 from here, and this is the factorized form of what we had there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I would request you to subscribe, share, like, and make a comment. Please, I would request you to even state where you are watching from, be it your country or region. Thank you for your audience, and always take care. Bye.